So now we know that there's 190 soldiers from the Defense Force who are injured in the DRC. Salute squatters, I hope you guys are good. Let's continue engaging. I think this is important to, to exhaust this issue as much as we can for the platforms that we have, so that maybe someone will listen to our outcries, because this is a kind of an outcry because our brothers and sisters are still stuck in the DRC and the government is not telling the truth. They continue to lie to people. 14 soldiers were brought back in body bags, repatriated last week. They were buried, Sbonile Sonke, and now we still have 190. Out of that 190, we have 2 who are critically injured, who are in a coma, who can function, and the chances that they might not survive if they are not repatriated in time are very high. Another thing, there's 2 pregnant ladies also. I don't understand what is happening in the army. Maybe things have changed, but in my own knowledge, the little knowledge that I have is that you cannot send ladies who are pregnant to a war zone. I mean, how does it make sense? I don't understand. Maybe some of you squatters who have got privy information to these things recently, maybe can explain that. Are they not, or were they not supposed to have been tested before they are sent to war? I mean, there must be a medical process for testing if you are fit to go to a war zone. So they just send the poor ladies to a war zone while they are pregnant. I don't know if this is about money or this is about just corruption there, because truly you cannot be sent to a war zone when you are pregnant. It makes sense even to someone who's not even in the defense force. In working environment, pregnant ladies or pregnant women are treated with a certain reservation, because of their condition or their situation at that particular time. Although we have soldiers who are there, who are injured, who are pregnant. Really, I mean, this is a huge embarrassment to South Africa. Like I always say, Wuti, we don't have military force in South Africa. Nothing. We are clean. Nothing. And then I'm not bluffing. I know what I'm talking about. They are, by the way, they should be using the Botswana chartered a plane to transport those soldiers from Rwanda. By the way, they are in Rwanda now. They are no longer in Goma. They have been moved to Rwanda. The very same president whom Cyril Ramaphosa and Tshisekedi were pushing out and sidelining and criticizing and collecting points to say, yeah, they don't need him. He's the reason why there's war there, because he's sponsoring the M23 rebels. Now they took their soldiers, their injured soldiers, to Rwanda. They are going to be repatriated from there in a Botswana plane, Air Force plane, to South Africa. What happened to South African Air Force planes? We don't have resources. There's no money. We don't have resources. A week ago, Njim Tsekha, the Minister of the Defense Force, was saying people must take early retirement in the Defense Force because they are running out of funds and all of that. Let me tell you something. ANC, I still repeat, has done nothing for black South Africans. They have, in fact, caused more poverty, more marginalization, and it's so sad when we see our country falling apart just like that in our presence. We'll use any platforms we have to criticize them when they are not doing what they're supposed to do. Remember, the Defense Force, as much as they claim that they have resources and everything, Njim Tsekha is insisting that people who are still young, maybe age of 50, 55 years, and who are highly experienced must be retrenched. I don't understand, if you retrench experience, because you are running away from paying them. You want to lay off certain staff members and bring young people who are inexperienced in the defense force. How are they going to run that? You know, they will end up privatizing defense force, I'm telling you. I'm so worried about how this whole thing is unfolding. And our politicians, they continue to hide the reality of exactly what is happening. Soldiers in the DRC are sending message, the captured soldier, because remember, there are soldiers who are captured in the camps of the M23 rebels. If you want to go to the bathroom, you must ask for permission. If you want to have some food, you must ask for permission. If they see any movement without any order saying from the camp that someone is coming out for a bathroom, they're going to just eliminate. So this is a sad situation that South Africa finds itself in because of incompetent people. Remember, these political prisoners who became leaders, who became presidents, who became whatever, we were glorifying them and calling them fighters and liberators and all of that. By the way, according to me, they did not liberate us. Black people liberated themselves. Black people who were here when they were in the exiles are the ones who liberated themselves. They never fought any war. They never liberated. In fact, they just went to the court, that's the negotiations, and sold out everything to make their masters happy, and so they can continue to be house Negroes, and will continue to be field Negroes there, sidelined, and continue to be poor, staying in squatter camps, in shacks, and all of that. So it's worrisome because now we find ourselves in a very embarrassing moment that our defense force is just defenseless. There's nothing defense by, about our defense force because we continue to be embarrassed. 190 it means including those ones who were actually killed on the spot. It's almost more than 200 soldiers, who were badly affected by this DRC war in the protection of the business interest of two presidents, Tshisekedi and his friend Cyril Ramaphosa. They are protecting their business interest at the expense of losing lives of innocent people who just happened to be soldiers who are working for their families. What is going to happen now? Is there any plan? I don't think there's any plan. I don't think there's any corrective measures. I don't think they will even withdraw. In fact, they were pumping 3.2 billion into that war, that useless and futile exercise, which will never even benefit our country in any way. Why do we engage in wars outside? Why are we not out there as peacekeepers? We are there for an offensive mission, and this mission will cost us dearly. I'm telling you, South Africans. We will see. Why do we still have soldiers who are kept there, captured? Because they are busy with negotiations to say, listen, release our soldiers. You cannot release, they are not going to release them for free. South Africa and DRC will have to pay for those soldiers. Otherwise, they will eliminate all of them. And 190, by the way, they are injured. They can't continue with the war. They had to withdraw. They have to be repatriated back to South Africa. And I don't know how long they will stay because those people have got injuries of rifles. You know, a rifle, a bullet hole, of a rifle. It's not pap and flesh. So it's very hard, South Africa. And we find ourselves in this situation because there's lack of leadership. People are just pushing their business interest. The problem with these political prisoners is that they were straight from prison into leadership. That is the problem. No one trained them how to run a country properly, and all of that. No one taught them that. And another thing, black administration is full of corruption and lies. They are lying. They continue to lie. They are not telling the truth. Just like yesterday when this gentleman Kosians when he was busy with his speech lying to us, and they switch off the electricity because he ran out of explanation. So they had to switch off electricity like it's some kind of load shedding. And also, we are actually becoming a gangster state and a banana republic whereby anyone can just come and dance and make a mockery out of us because we don't have leaders. We need change, South Africa. I'm telling you, if the ANC is still in charge, if we still trust these people will continue to mess up, to take our country down. We need change. We need serious change. It's a very unfortunate part that we still have our brothers and sisters trapped there in the DRC by the M23 rebels. By the way, let them go to the negotiation tables and hear what those people want. It's not going to help them to respond with a military force. It's not going to help them. Like what the Rwandan president said, Paul Kagame, they must go to the M23 rebels must anyway, by the way, force this government of Congo and South African government, because we send our military there. They must force them through war to go to negotiation tables. Thank you, squatters. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribing is for free. I'll keep on dropping content. Click that notification bell when I drop the stuff you happen to be the first to know. Let's continue to engage because this is about our country. Some of us, we are not really people who like talking too much, but because we can see that the ship is about to sink, that's why we came forward and say, let's have channels to talk about these issues and see, at least when it happens, when everything gets messy, we have said something about it. Thank you, squatters.